So if you happen to be a president, a faculty advisor, or any other executive position in your student organization, chances are you're familiar with the whole renewal process for student orgs. And what that is that every year Student Senate needs to go through a renewal process where they approve renewal requests by student organizations to be recognized as an official student org on campus. And in order to do so, you have to make sure that all your information on BlueSync is accurate and up to date. So you see that we're on an example portal for student organization. And right down here is a profile tab. And when you click on that, it brings up all the student or all the information of your student organization. It starts off with just some basic general information. And eventually it gets down to the contact information for executive positions, such as the president, treasurer, and advisor. You're going to want to make sure that everything on here is accurate and up to date. And in order to be able to change information on your student organization's portal, you have to have administrative access to your portal. And what that means is that as an administrator of your student organization portal, you have the permission to go in and change and update whatever information you like on here. So if you were to go to the people module, find yourself on the list of people. So we'll go to me, for example. And down here, it pulls up all my basic information as well as my permissions with the student organization. You see that I'm an administrator as well as a member. So as an administrator, I'm able to go in and change any information I like about the student organization portal. And in order to be granted student or administrative access for your portal, you had to either be granted by someone who is currently an administrator of the portal, or you can always come into the activities involvement and leadership offices in Davies 220, and somebody there can help you grant administrative access to whoever it is needs it. If you're a current administrator of your portal, you can go down to the blue Manage button down here, and this is where you can go to assign administrative access to members of your organization. So if you were just to click on their name, go down to Manage, click it, and you see that it brings up a list of all the different positions that can be held in the student organization. All you need to do is click on it, and it'll pop up right here for you. You see administrators is at the top right here. And out of all the titles that you see over here, the one that's labeled administrators is the only one that really makes a difference because that's the only one that gives permissions to go ahead and change information on here. And again, if you need to be granted as an administrator by somebody and you can't seem to contact a past or current administrator of the portal, you can always just come to the student activities involvement and leadership offices in Davies Center 220, and somebody there can help you out with that. So once you're granted administrative access, you can go ahead and change all the information by navigating over to this wrench icon over here. And this will pull up organization settings. You can go to that. And the first thing you see when you pull that up is a big green button that says Update and Renew Profile. This is where you go to start updating all the information on your portal. So the first page is just the basic information such as your name, a small description about your organization, as well as any keywords that will pop up whenever students search for you in the search bar. And once you click on continue, this is where it starts getting into the more important stuff, such as contact information, as well as information about where your organization meets, the time of day it meets, as well as the location. And then you see down here, it starts to get into the contact information, such as the president contact name, their email address, their phone numbers. And you'll notice that some of these have a required label next to them. All submissions will not they will not go through unless you have filled in all the required fields. So you want to make sure that all the fields that are labeled required are all filled in. So you can keep going, scrolling down, and it'll kind of walk you through all the different job positions you have, or listing whoever it is you need to under the right category. Another very important thing about this page is the Constitution section down here. One of the major parts of being renewed as a student organization is making sure your organization's Constitution is up to date. You can go to this button right here where it says Upload to upload your student or your organization Constitution, whether it's a PDF or a Word file. You can just click on this and it'll access all your files for you for you to upload. You just want to make sure that all of your constitutions are fitting the constitutional requirements that are laid out for you by Student Senate. So once all that is filled in, you can go ahead and click continue. And on the last page, oops, looks like I still have to fill in something down here. Oh, roster size. So right above organization constitution is a roster section where you have to upload a file of all the current members you have on your roster. So I'm just going to fill in something over there. I'll wait for that to load. There we go. So now I click continue. It'll take me to the last page. And then once I hit finish, it'll send a renewal request to Student Senate as well as the administrators of BlueSync on campus. And once they review your constitution, as well as making sure all your information is up to date, they will go ahead and renew your student organization's portal. And once they do, all the changes that you made will show up right here for you. And again, if you ever need personal one-on-one help with updating your information, or you just need kind of a refresher as to how to go about this, or even just being granted administrative access, you can stop in at the Activities, Involvement, and Leadership offices on the second floor in Davies 220. You can just stop in to the front desk, ask whoever's working that you have a question about, updating information on BlueSync or gaining administrative access, and somebody there can help you out with this.